Today, maybe you're working for people and you've been saving up little by little, and after a few years, you managed to save up a small amount of money, maybe 20,000, maybe 30,000, or maybe 50,000. Yes, it's not a very significant amount, and you can't do big investment with it. It is not enough for you to start a business. It is, or maybe you're just too afraid to risk everything to start a business as well. But is there still a way to double your money in 5 years? Let me share with you how can you do that through a little bit of investment knowledge and portfolio management.
Crazy mother.
Say, today you have saved up 50,000 in your bank account and you want to use this as a capital to double your money. What can you do? If usually you have been putting your money in the FD, this is what I would recommend you to do. Take your 50,000 and set it into a portfolio. How a portfolio is going to work? First, set aside 10% of your money to put into a low-risk investment. Low-risk investment can be Amanah Saham Bumiputra, can be Amanah Saham Malaysia, Amanah Saham 1 Malaysia, basically government guaranteed unit trust. This kind of funds will give you about 6% return every year, and it is also capital guarantee, which means when you put your money in, you will not lose money because the government guarantees your capital. On top of that, it has the liquidity like a FD or a bank account. You just need to withdraw. If you want to liquidate and make cash, you just have to liquidate it anytime as you wish. Another 80% of your money should be put into a medium risk investment. What are medium risk investment? This kind of investment will offer you about 7% return to 15% return. You can invest in rates. You can invest in blue chip stocks. You can invest in unit trust. Study a little bit more about it and look at it and make sure you find something that can give you between 7% to 15%. You can separate it into a few different vehicles as well. Just make sure that you get about this kind of return. Finally, this is the key that will boost up your portfolio to double. Is this 10% here? Invest your money, just 10% of it, into a high return vehicle that can generate for you 30% or more return every year. You might be thinking, what kind of thing that can give me this kind of return? Well, actually there are quite many. Number one, it can be you yourself learn how to trade in stocks or in option, learn up and trade yourself and get a return of about 20-30% a year or 30% and above. Definitely it's risky, but potential, you can get that. Now, you can also find a friend or someone or a professional trader who's very good in trading investments. Park your money with that person or the professional trader and share profit with the person. You can also invest in a small business. Maybe your friends wants to start a business, then you put some money in there. It can be also that you yourself decide to start a small business, maybe buying and selling some simple things that is low cost, like maybe toys or handphone covers or accessories. These small businesses or small tradings, although with a very low capital, can give you a significant return. So, when you follow this portfolio management, how will your investment be? Let's look at it right now. If when you invest in your high risk, high return investment, you get about 40% return a year, and your medium risk investment, you get about 12% return a year, and your low risk, low return one, get 5% a year. Let's look at it this way. After 5 years, you will notice that your high risk, high return investment, it could be the business that you invested in, it could be the trade, you learn how to trade yourself in the stock market or options or something like that. It could be that you put your money with a trader, as I said earlier, but generally it would give you 26,000 in return. 5,000 will turn into 26,000. And for your medium risk investment, let's say a blue chip stock or a unit trust added together, giving you about 12%, it would be 40,000 of capital turning into 70,000 in returns in capital. It will be 40,000 in capital, now it's 70,000. And your low risk vehicle and your low risk investment, ASB, AS1 Malaysia, bonds, stuff like that. After 5 years, it will be 6,381. These three vehicles plus together, your total amount right now will be 100,000, 103,765. What was your capital earlier when you started? 50,000. So your capital of 50,000 in 5 years with portfolio management has become 103,000. And that is how you double your portfolio in just 5 years. Now, you may be wondering, this looks too good to be true, Peter. How can it be? What if I lose all of this and this one doesn't perform according to my expectation? Is it better that I leave all my money in FD? Well, let's take a look at it. So, if the investments didn't go according to our expectation, what will happen? You may be thinking, it could be better that I put my money in fixed deposit, right? Let's look at it. If you put your money in fixed deposit, you put 50,000 there for 5 years, and the return of a fixed deposit is about 4% per annum. 5 years later, this is what will you get? 60,832 ringgit. Is it great? Okay, but it's safe, right? Now, let's look at it. If every other investment here didn't perform according to plan, your high risk investment, high return investment went bust. Say the trader lost all the money. Say you yourself, when you invested, you lost all the money. Or maybe the business you started didn't take off and everything went bust. Your 5,000 is gone. And your medium investment, it didn't perform great. Added up together, you didn't get 12%, you only get 8%. Slightly better than low risk investments. After 5 years, your 40,000 will have been 58,000. Now, your low risk, this can't change. I wouldn't say can't, but very low possibility to change. So 6%, 5% return every year. At the end of the day, you get 6,000 here. How much would it be? It would be 65,154. If you put in FD, your 50,000 would be 60,000. If you put here, but it didn't go according to plan, you have 65,154. So guys, as you can see, even though you don't have a lot of money, you just have 20,000 or 30,000, the same model can be applied and your money can still double in 5 years. Now, with a little bit of financial knowledge, with a little bit of knowledge in portfolio management, you can double your money in 5 years. Even though you don't have a lot of money, you don't have to risk everything. Through portfolio management, you can reduce the risk but increase your return. That is what portfolio management is for, and that is why financial knowledge can change your life. Definitely, what I share with you today here is a little bit simplified, so I believe you may have some questions in mind. If you have questions in mind and you want to ask me just about anything, please leave it in the comments below. I will try my very best to answer your questions. And if you enjoyed this video, please click like and also share it with your friends. And help your friends to learn about money, because learning about money can change their lives.